Well, Darrell, I'm not quite sure where to start with that game. That had pretty much everything.
I'll tell you where to start. Not good enough. Not good enough for all round. Not good enough in my own performance. Not good enough in my players' performance. Unacceptable. Robbed the point. Let's not paper over the cracks. Let's get all the negatives out of the way first. That's how I feel. That's how my players feel, which is good. But for me, nowhere near. Game should have been outside first half. MK Dons battered us. Weren't at it. You know, we can all go on about formations, changes of team personnel. We just wasn't at it as a unit. And the first person I look at is myself, and then I'll be looking at my players, because it's not good enough defensively as a team. However, we'll come again. The character to go and come back. Very pleased, obviously, but we're an honest bunch. I'm an honest manager, and that weren't a good enough performance tonight. You get those through a season. You do get through a season like that. But the pleasing thing for me, the players were under no illusions that wasn't us tonight, and it feels like we've robbed the point.
And you said before the match the idea was that high tempo, press them high at the pitch, and it was almost the exact opposite from the first half.
we never got a foothold in it. Albeit we have a great chance after 30 seconds, don't we? Ollie's got it at the target there. You take the lead, and then the game changes. But then they dominated. Fair play to them. But we never got near anybody. You know, it's an individual error for the first goal. Keeper's got to do a lot better. Then we've got to follow it in. The second goal, we're getting done with a cross at the back stick. Let's not kid ourselves. They had more opportunities to score more goals first half, and we were lucky to get in at 2. Then we changed it about a bit, which is becoming a bit of a norm, which is becoming a bit frustrating. But we keep going to the end, and we nick a point.
And in Matty Taylor, in that first goal in particular, it got you right back into it.
Well, it gets you back into it, yeah, definitely, and rightly so. Get the plaudits, because he's a lethal finisher, isn't he? He's on top of his game, and but we're disappointed tonight. We are. And the pleasing, like I say, the pleasing thing is for me is that I'm an honest lad. My staff are honest, and my players are honest. We know we weren't near it.
Yeah. But 5 minutes to go, your team's 2-0 down. A lot of teams, a lot of managers at that point would be thinking, well, it's not going to be our night. But that isn't Rovers' way at the moment, is it?
No, and that is the massive positive we talk about again. Listen, it's 1 defeat in 10-11. You're not always going to play well, but I thought we were, just a miles off. But like you say, the character in the last 5 minutes to nick a point is obviously pleasing to see. And I'm sure when I've calmed down and my players are settled down, we'll look at it. It's a point that we've robbed, but it adds to the total, doesn't it?
Yeah. And some of your substitutes I thought came on and really affected the game. Christian in a short spell, and Charlie Colquitt just doesn't look like an 18-year-old.
It certainly gets frustrating for me as a manager when the game plan doesn't work for the start of the match, to be honest with you. We worked on it. We work intensely on every match, every game plan, and you got to give MK Dons credit. They've come out of the blocks first half and put us under real pressure, but we haven't stepped into people. We haven't made it difficult for them, and they were getting in between lines, which we'd worked on. So disappointing, and just pleasing that we're still in the game at half time at 2-0 down.
Does that tell you how far you've come as a club, that you've come away to a team that was in the Championship last year and so disappointed to leave?
Yeah, but I'll never paper over the cracks. It's simple as that, and I think the supporters were absolutely magnificent, by the way, absolutely superb. And they're an honest set of supporters, and they'll be delighted that we've got a point, but they'll know that we weren't at it today as our normal self. But we move on from it, don't we? And we try and put in a better performance. I was a lot more pleased than those sound staff at Sheffield United. A lot more happier in the performance, because we got beat 1-0 there, but the performance was outstanding. Tonight was nowhere near it. We nicked a point. Strange old world, innit, the football world. So strange old world.
And just finally, I was going to say with the fans, I mean, it's been built up over the last couple of years, but they are like that because they've seen what this team does for them and does for the badge, and they do it week in, week out.
Listen, it wasn't not effort.
Yeah.
Why the performance wasn't bad. It was more than effort. It was doing things and taking responsibility, and players, and cutting off lines and getting tight with people. It wasn't a lack of effort, that's for sure. I don't think you can ever question my lads for lack of effort and desire and commitment, because we got that in abundance. But we got to be better. We got to be better against the teams that play the football, and we fell short a little bit tonight. But we'll take the point, like I say.